Well, Mark, backs to the wall performance for a well-earned point. First time they haven't scored here this season. You must be very pleased with your side today.
Very pleased. We chose to sacrifice the ball because we're on the start of our journey. We're not ready to compete punch for punch with Notts County yet. We're a good football team. And if we'd have gone toe to toe, we'd have got knocked out. So the plan was to get everybody back. We've got tremendous pace in the team, and to spring forward. And we had a couple of actions where the work we did this week was solid, and trying to spring Andrew, and he got in first half, and we got in a couple of times second half, and that was the plan, was to try and be in the game at half time. Then we went to 2 up front in the second half. We blocked the spaces, and we had to defend, but we still had 1 or 2 opportunities.
Because it was a bit of a challenge, I imagine, for Chiori Johnson particularly, who loves to get forward, but didn't miss anything, did he? Didn't mind doing his man-to-man defending.
No, I said to the boys on start of the week, we need to leave our egos at the door. We all want to go and play pretty football, but the result and the team is more important than our egos. And so I said to him, leave your ego there. We're going to sacrifice the ball, and we're going to defend really, really well, which this team does. And we're going to try and play counter-attack, which is not really my forte, but we had to try and get something out of the game. And I just said to the players there, they're the best I've seen at defending their own penalty area, and they had to do that today.
Do you think Notts County perhaps didn't expect you to come out in the second half as you did? Because as you say, you had the front 2 and you had a little bit more of the ball, not as much more, but more.
I think you're constantly trying to help the boys out, and trying to tactically just manoeuvre and trying to make the game a little bit easy for them, and that's what you have to do as a coach, as a manager. And second half, I thought we had less to do defensive than we did first half. But let's have it right, they're a tremendous football team. You see how they work, very well coached, and got some terrific players. And like you say, the key point is it's the first blank they've had here. It takes some doing. So full credit to our players. We can't apologise for setting up like we did. We're near the bottom. We have to get points.
And the way that you set up, as you say, it meant that you didn't have too much of the ball, but you couldn't really afford to make many mistakes, and you had Grant Smith on form again.
Yeah, I think the whole team defended our box really well. The 3 centre-halves are tremendous at defending the box, and that always gives us a chance in the game. And you need your keeper at times when you're under pressure to come up with the saves, and he did that today.
And the crowd were quite something, and I think even when you had 5 minutes of added time, they're thinking there's one team to win it, but you actually had a couple of chances, a couple of corners.
Yeah, Mal was really close at getting in one-on-one, one spin of the ball the wrong way, and he's in. And we didn't make the most of the corners. We should have kept it in there, and it was the wrong delivery. But listen, we have to take the point.
Are you pleased with how your team have adapted? Because as you say, playing bottom of the league last week, top of the league this week, 2 completely different styles, 2 different results, but you must be pleased with how they adapted to it.
Yeah, very. But that's what it is. We have to constantly evolve. Like I said, we're not ready to take Notts County on in a street fight. We get well and truly knocked out. So we have to find a way, and it's about us finding a way to get points to get us away from the relegation area.
And just lastly, some nice scenes at the end, those travelling Yeovil fans, 450 of them. I think they appreciated that performance.
Yeah, can't make any apologies for us being as rearguard as we were, but that was the only way for us to get a result, and we go home with something, and great support, and hopefully they're happy with a point.
Really well done today.